السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. هذه المحاضرة الرابعة بإذن الله، وإن شاء الله في هذه المحاضرة سوف نتناول من خلالها بعض من حروف العطف وهي الأكثر استخداما إن شاء الله. Okay, back with a new lesson. Today's lecture is entitled Conjunctions, and here we're going to talk over different types of conjunctions. Let us see what are these different types of conjunctions. First, what is the definition of conjunctions, linking words, or transitional words? A conjunction is a word which connects two words or clauses or sentences and shows the relationship between them. They are used to avoid making the text seem like bullet points and to make the text follow flexibly. For example, here we have got an example: Jay or Ali or Ahmed, whosoever, saw a dog on the road. He decided to adopt the dog. Ali or Ahmed or Jay brought the dog home. So here some breaks are there. There is no coherence, there is no connection between the sentences, and the ideas are broken as well. So here what we need in the second sentence, we can say Ali or Jay saw a dog on the road, and here is the conjunction, decided to adopt the dog. So another conjunction, he brought the dog home. So here we have joined the sentences, the ideas all together, to connect the ideas all together. Here and so are conjunctions which are used to join the sentences and show the relation between them. Okay, let us see what is next. Types of conjunction, as we said, we have three common types of conjunctions. First, coordinating conjunctions. Second, subordinating conjunctions. Third, correlative conjunctions. One by one. So we're going to start with coordinating conjunction, and we can observe that as we select this expression from Google, and the copyright is under or below the explanation overshown. Here, what do we mean by coordinating conjunctions, by the way? Coordinating conjunctions are used to link or join two words or phrases that are equally important and complete in terms of grammar when compared with each other. As the definition is highlighted in the head, so we can understand it better. So first, we have for. What do we mean by for? Because. We give a result, then we want to prove for others, so we give the reason. Here we have example. I told her to leave. For, I was very tired, because I was very tired. I told you to study hard, because the exam will be next month. Or for, the exam will be next month. Okay. The next conjunction, and. In addition to, when you want to add some information to another, when you want to complete the idea, when we want to coordinate your ideas one by one, when we want to give numbers of names, of rows of things, of people. Okay, here we have to use and. For example, I like football, and what? And I like hockey. Okay, I like reading newspapers, and I like reading short stories, for example. I like apple and banana. I like to read, to write, to listen, and to speak. When you have different types of words and we want to coordinate them one after the other, here we have to use comma till the end. Before the last word, we use and. Okay. Nor means and not. And not. And most of the time we use neither and nor. Okay, we'll come to this point later on. But here we have an example. I have neither done the dishes nor the laundry. Okay, nor. Okay. None of them has been done by me. Okay. So I have neither taught you phonetics nor phonology. I have neither told you to come nor to call me. For example, these are examples. So these navigations, I want to tell you that both, for example, both the ideas are not correct. Both the booleans shown are not correct. So neither I'll neither come nor I'll call you, or nor will I call you, to be syntactically correct. Okay, but here, but. However, it means however, but there are slight differences between these two words, but they can be interchangeable, by the way. She is 85, but she still goes swimming every day. Even though she is 85, she goes every day for swimming. Okay. I studied hard, but the exam is still difficult. I come to you, but I didn't meet you. So I want to give some proof, I want to talk something, but there is something opposite to what I'm talking about. I called you last night, but you didn't answer. And so on. There are many examples you can practice in this affair. Or either. I'll eat either a hamburger or a hot dog. So one of them I'll eat. Either one. I'll eat either chicken meat or eggs, for example. I'll either come to you or you have to come to me. So we have one choice. Either I have to come to you or you have to come to me. Either to study hard or you're gonna fail. Either way. Either to close the window or the wind will go through into your house. Okay. We are giving multiple examples in order to understand and to be figured out simply. And we hope so. And if you have any more questions, just practice them. They are, I think, very common and very simple. And you can ask questions, no problem. And your questions are most welcome at any time. So, the last one in this slide means therefore. Since, as we said, some differences between the word and its meaning and its synonym, because there is no exact synonym in English, but we can understand that they are similar and sometimes can be interchangeable. Here we have example for so. It was still painful, so I went to see a doctor. Okay, another example. I was very late, so I give proof as excuse for the doctor to accept me attending the class. I studied hard, so I solved the answer well. I did my best, so I ranked first. I stood first in my patch, and so on and so forth. There's the result. You do an action and you have the consequences. Good results or bad results. It depends on what you are doing. Okay. Here we have subordinating. Second slide, we have subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions. What do we mean? What is the aim? What is the purpose? What is the description? How can we understand? Let us see here. Use subordinating conjunctions used to join an independent and complete clause with a dependency. Focus on. First, join an independent and complete clause with a dependent clause that relies on, that depends on, that bases on the main clause for meaning or relevance, or relation. For meaning, or relation, or relevance. When it comes before the dependent clause, but the dependent clause itself can be placed either ahead of or following the independent clause. Simply, we have some examples, and we have in this slide some subordinating conjunctions. Okay, first, in the list, here we can observe that the first one is after. After and before, we use them actually as prepositions, and no matter that, we can use them as conjunctions. We use them as prepositions to show you that they are prepositions undoubtedly, but they are connecting words, transitional words, linking words as well. Okay, let us see. After. So after moving to London, soon after moving to London, she got a new job. So after making an action, you find something. Something is followed. Okay. I go to him, or I went to him after he called me. He came to my house after I left. He called me after I closed my phone, or I switched off my phone, and so on. After something following, an action is followed by another action to be compounded by the other action, or to be completed, or sometimes to be followed, as we said. Although means what? When you make a possibility that something conditional may happen or may not, something difficult to be understood simply. So, for example, he decided to go, although I begged him not to. Although, it can be at the beginning also. Although I'm very tired, I prepared, or I have to prepare the lesson or the lecture. So it is so difficult, I'm very tired. But even if I'm very tired, although I have to prepare, so something has to happen as a consequence, okay, of the other. Although he decided to go home, okay, or although he decided to go away, to go abroad, or to travel, I begged him not to. He decided to go. Yeah, he emphasized on his opinion that I have to go, I must go. Although he decided, please don't go. I tried my best to force him or to oblige him or to persuade him not to go. Okay, so although he decided to go, I begged him not to go. Okay, as we explained as previously, as, while, and so forth, but here we can have another example and another usage for the same conjunction, and let us see. You can go first as you are the eldest. Wow. You are elder than me, so you can go first. Okay, here he's giving a respect for the person. بما أنك الأكبر بإمكانك أن تمشي أمامي. You can go first as you are the eldest. You can succeed as you have studied hard. I can sleep as I have finished doing my homework. Okay. As soon as. So we are talking about the time duration here. As soon as I saw her, I knew there was something wrong. So the time he observed her, he noticed that she's angry, she's sad, she is walking in a way that expresses her mode of anger, and so on. So, as soon as I saw her, I realized that she is sad, we can say also. As soon as you are talking, I realized that you can speak English well. Okay. As soon as you open your eyes, you can see the lecture written and recorded in front of you. So talking about the quickness of duration and some observation in the relation with the first action. Okay, because here's the reason. Previously we said what? 4 in the coordinating conjunctions. But here in the subordinating, we are subordinating the statements, the previous statement or statement by the other. Here we have because. Let us see what is going on there. The example: we can go to Julia's party, we can go to Ali's party, we can go to Fatma's party because we're going away that weekend. They are going somewhere else, so they cannot attend her party. Okay. I can't come today to the university because I have a lot of work at home. Okay, before also has been taught. So here, you should always wash your hands before meals. Okay, before meal, you have to wash your hands. So, in order to eat, first, you have to wash your hands. Before you talk, you have to listen. Before you write, you have to read. Before you judge, you have to understand. And etc., etc. Also we have by the time. I thought you'd be done by this time. I thought you'd be done by this time. So here we are deciding the time of being done. So it's easy here. Even if, so here's the conditional expressions of the probability for doing things. Even if you apologize, she still may not forgive you. See, here we have even if, even though, even when, even so. These, they can be interchangeable, but not all the time. They are actually different. So here, even if, حتى لو أو مع إنك، لكن في نفس الوقت هناك يحدث العكس تماما. Okay? Even if you come to me, I will not give you the answer sheets. Even if you ask him a question, he is not able to answer. Even if you study hard, the questions will be difficult enough as not to be answered. This is for frustration. I don't believe it. But there are some improvising questions or improvising statements. Okay. Even if you call the president, your problem will not be solved. This is for the impossibility. Okay. Even though Even though he left the school, or he left the school at 16 years old, he still managed to become prime minister. So here, what we observe, in the first, or in the previous conjunction statement, even if, here we find the first is positive, but the other is negative. Not negative by using not as a negative, but there is impossibility. But here we have not the, for example, the proofs or the things that can support us, but even though we can get something better. So here we have even the hope and as not to be despaired or frustrated. Okay, so there is no negation in this case. So we are encouraging you to do something, even though you didn't attend any class, but you can study and you'll rank first. So here we are ushering you in something better. Okay, if conditional, the three are conditionals also. If she hadn't called, I wouldn't have known. This is something conditional, something impossible. But particularly, or in this point, because they are taking the past. If you had come, you would have met her. So you didn't come, so you didn't meet her. So something conditional. If you had come, you would have met her or meet him. If you had come to the university, you would have met me and asked me your questions. But actually you didn't. So something possible. These are conditionals. Okay. In case, bring a map in case you get lost. Okay. Bring a map in case you got lost. So, in order to rescue yourself, to survive yourself, when wandering in somewhere strange, maybe you didn't know the place that you are going on, or you are in the sea, and for example, on a ship, and traveling, and there are huge waves like mountainous wave, we can say, and they misdirect you, and you want to redirect yourself to the proper direction. So you have to have a map. So take the map with you for the emergency. In case you're lost, you can use it and guide yourself without any guidance. Okay, you'll be self-sufficient. Great. Now that I live only a few blocks from work, I walk to work and enjoy it. Okay. Now that, so previously, maybe I was working, but I didn't enjoy it. And I have a lot of difficulties. But now that I live alone, I can study harder. This is right also. Correlative conjunctions. There are many conjunctions, but I think they are sufficient for you for this semester because of the course is bulky, is very intensive. That will be very complicated for you to understand them all. Otherwise, we have in terms of, but if Allah may will, next lecture we will complete a lot of important conjunctions as well. We can call them advanced transitional words. They can help you even in expressing your ideas, talking over different types of things, opposite ideas, similar ideas, for completion, for expression in different ways. So for cohesion and coherence, for unity in writing as well as in speaking. And particularly they are for academic writing, because when we write we have to be formal, but in spoken sometimes we are not using formal English. So speaking even grammarless, no problem. You have to speak even with mistakes, no problem at all. But writing mistakes are locked down, they can be as a snap for you in future, and you will be asked about them. But talking, because you are improvisingly talking and expressing and trying to give new ideas, and you are at the same time of talking, you are thinking, and you're creating some ideas, and you're calling your previous ideas. So there are a lot of new approaches or methods, and we can say also theories before that, in learning English for the second language learners. So they have to speak first, even grammarlessly. But we are studying these to for the coherence and cohesion of our ideas. Even in speaking, when we use such terms, they are very great and they can attract the attention of speakers. Also, we have some adverbial conjunctions like basically, will, and so on and so forth. We will study them later on. Here we have just a break, and now we can start with the third type of conjunction, which is correlative conjunctions. Let us see. We have selected some examples in the list below. In order to know how they are correlative. So we can use both of them at the time. We cannot use one and neglect the other. Both of them can be used or must be used all together. Okay, so to be with a complete sense, to have a sentence with a complete sense, meaningful as well. Here, first, we have to know something about correlative conjunctions. They are actually or simply pairs of conjunctions. They are pairs of conjunctions, 2 or 3 pairs, used in a sentence to join different words or groups of words in a sentence together. Okay? They are used to connect, to join one sentence or 2 sentences or 2 words, 3 words, or group of sentences all together and to complete each other. So one conjunction can complete the other. So they are pairs. So they can only be used together, not separately, to have a meaningful statement. Okay, or a meaningful statement, I'm sorry. So for example, here in the list, both and. This house is both large and cozy. You are both smart and handsome. Your house is both large and beautiful. Your son is both cute and smart. So 2 sentences altogether. We have both to study, or we have both to read and write. In order to understand something, particularly English, we have both to write, or first to read and to write. In order to be fluent in English, we have to listen and practice speaking. Okay, 2 things together can go. Either or. Okay, sometimes some speakers may call it either, and some may call it, or might utter it, or pronounce it either. Either or. Either you will eat your dinner or you will go to bed. Either you study hard, as we said previously in the coordinating conjunctions. Either you study hard or you're gonna fail. So here, the second, just as. Dots and so. Just as I love films, so does my brother love sports. Something goes in. Just as I work hard at home, so my friends or my colleagues work hard at the university. Just as I sleep early, so my classmates sleep late. They are spending the night reading, studying hard, doing a lot of things to get up themselves or to improve their English, we can say. Neither and nor. He is neither employed nor looking for a job. Very lazy person. You are neither coming to the university nor you are connecting your teachers to help you. You are neither attending classes nor studying at home. So, what will be the result? What will be the consequences? The aftermath? Failure. We're so sorry that will not happen, and we hope not to happen with you. Not only, but also. Not only will I see your $20, but also raise you $30. Not only another example. I not only study at home, but also I go to some institutes to improve my English. I not only listen, I also speak. They are not only students, they are also teachers at some institutes. Okay. Whether or. I'm going to help you whether you like it or not. Okay, we are coming you one choice. You have to choose it. Either you like or not. Whether you like or not. Whether he comes to me or not, I'm going to help him. Whether he calls me or not, I'm going to help him. Whether they give me money or not, I'm going to teach my student. For example, no sooner than I'd no sooner lie to you than strangle a puppy. Here we have another example, no sooner and then. He said, I had no sooner lie to you than strangle a puppy. Here is telling, I don't lie to you at all. No sooner, no later. Sooner or later, I don't tell lie or on you or to you. Okay. Hardly when. I had hardly sit down for dinner when the phone rang. I had hardly slept. I had hardly slept when he told me the news. I had hardly watched the movie when I was informed about the time of exam. Okay. If and then. If that is the case, then I'm not surprised about what is happening. If that is the case, then, so, if it is like this, then, so, I'll do so and so. If that is the case, if that is your answer, then you have to succeed. If that is your brother, then I have to support you. Okay. Rather than. She'd rather play the drums than sing. She had rather played the drums. She would rather play the drums than sing. So, another example, I can rather play football than hockey or than badminton or tennis or something like this. I would rather play football than tennis. Okay, because here he's talking about drumming. Okay, here let us see the in general idea, because we have given you some glimpses about conjunctions, first coordinating conjunctions and then subordinating conjunctions, the last correlative conjunctions, and we understand that. We use coordinating conjunctions first to remind you. We use coordinate conjunctions to link or to join to words or phrases that are equally, they are equal, okay, equally important and complete in terms of grammar when compared with each other. Okay, subordinating conjunctions used to join an independent and complete clause with a dependent clause that relies on the main clause for meaning and relation or relevance. Third, correlative conjunctions. They are pairs of conjunctions used in a sentence to join different words or groups of words in a sentence together. So here, you can take it simple. When we want to join two ideas or two nouns or two adjectives in the sentence, we have to use, for example, and. Ali and Ahmed go to school. Okay, here both of them have to go to school. But when I say Ali or Ahmed goes to school, either one of them can go to school. Okay, so we are distinguishing even our thought, our talking, we are making clear everything. We can use broken sentences. Ali can go, Ahmed cannot. Or Ali can go to school, Ahmed can go to school. You can say Ali and Ahmed can go to school. This is simply making our English very simple and very fascinating and interesting. Okay, also we have in the subordinating and correlative conjunctions, we have some pairs of conjunctions like neither nor. We want to express or explain what you want to say about towards things. For example, I hate both the things. He told me, okay, come with me or stay at home. I can, and I don't want both the ways or both the choices. I can tell him, okay, I can neither go with you nor staying at home, but I'll go to meet my friends or I'll go for my friend's party. You can say like this. Also we have even if, these are conditionals. When I say, for example, even if you study hard, I'm so sorry, I don't want to give such frustrating examples. Even if I teach you, I will not get my salary due to the conditions all over our country, not due to some political conditions, as they can say. But even though I don't teach you, I can get some money. Even though I don't teach you, I can get some money from the university. Okay, here you can review the video, focus only on these conjunctions, and next lecture will give you some more conjunctions with examples and detailed explanation. So follow us lecture by lecture, and don't worry, here we have a video I prepared, but the system cannot support it, so that you will find it in the PPT folder file. So you can even listen to it. It is beneficial, and you can go through the internet if you don't understand well, or you can ask me to repeat the lesson. No problem with me at all at any time. You're welcome. Here we have the last slide, which is about questioning. He who asks is a fool for 5 minutes only, but he who doesn't ask remains a fool forever. So ask questions. Why? Because when you ask, maybe the person you have been asking him or her may wait for 5 minutes, and you are feeling that you do something foolish or something not good, or you're confused, or you are waiting for something, unimagined, something out of your understanding or beyond your mind. So for 5 minutes only, then your question will be answered either correctly or incorrectly. But it is 5 minute time period. But when you didn't ask a question, you remain full once and forever. So the idea you didn't understand it from the beginning and you didn't ask for will be